What is up, guys? Brix here, back with week 7 of building Geonosis in Lego. Now hopefully in this week's segment we are going to be starting work on some of the mountain. I do not have a lot of the rock pieces, and hopefully there is going to be a couple orders with roughly 100 of them coming in, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more substantial progress. But I am also going to be doing a bit of the terrain around there too, because obviously I can't just build the cliff without it being supported. So without further ado, make sure to please like, subscribe, and we'll get right in to this week's segment. As you can see here, the rock wall slash cliff is going to be going at the back here. Now, originally I was going to be using these, but these are just too expensive for the quantity that I want. But instead, I'm going to be using these 1x2x2x2 dark orange slopes. Now, these are slightly less like angled upwards, so the rock wall is going to have to be brung forward, and since these are around 8 to 12 pence each, they are much cheaper to buy, and also that'll make me be able to go higher. So hopefully the rock wall is going to be about where that hook is. But I'm going to get started on some of this like terrain area here, and hopefully I can get all of this nicely done. I'm probably going to start doing this section of the terrain and take out some of this and bring it forward. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So as you can see, we have made a really small start really, but I'm really liking how this is turning out. I saved all of this filler. As you can see, I'm just building it up back there, sort of flowing with the rock instead of building back and then, like, you know, putting it on top. As many other YouTubers say as well, that is probably the best way to build giant structures. Now, if I've done the maths correctly, this back should be even. So it'll go all the way up to around there, and then I'll just continue doing this sort of texturing that I'm doing here. And yes, I have purposefully used different shades of dark orange. There's the really reddish shade, and then the more of like the yellowy shade, all sort of combined together, because obviously that wouldn't be a flat surface. It would continue for hundreds of miles probably. But I also think the terrain at the bottom is turning out pretty good. Now, I am going to be replacing these for the 1x2 slopes, for the 2x2 slopes even, so that I don't have to keep buying loads of these. The 1x2 version is the same price as a 2x2 version, so as I've said, I am going to have to buy loads of those for the entire way across. But I hopefully should be using some different techniques other than that as well. But I think this is turning out really great for now. Now, the reason I have stopped there is because I am going to hopefully make it so that I can disconnect the top half of the mountain really easily and transport it around, because this will be going to a brick fair here in the UK. So I've managed to get to this area. I've just ordered 120 of the 2x2 versions of those. But I don't know how this looks. I mean, it looks good from afar. It's just there'll be a weird line around the center of it, of where the top section will disconnect. Now, this will be easier in the long run, but I want to make this mock look as good as it can. So I am going to keep experimenting with the hill slash cliff slash rock wall mountain thing going up, and then we'll just have to see how it looks, because if not, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and just make a start on that section, I guess. Obviously, once it is pushed down, it might look a little bit better, but personally, I just don't like how this looks. It's not what I want it to look like, so I'm really unsure on how to continue with this. I could just keep going at this level for now, you know, along, or go up and have a look, and just see how that turns out. Now, taking a second look at this, now I've sort of built it up a little bit more, it doesn't actually look too bad. So just imagine that line sort of going the entire way across. At the minute, it does just easily come off. It's just a plate at the end there, sort of keep it connected. But that line just adds that little bit of texture, in my opinion. Other people may not like it, but if you look at it a bit more, it does start to grow on you, and it's just going to make my life a lot easier in the future. But I am almost out of both of the slopes, so that isn't good. So we have reached the point where I'm pretty much out of parts. I've got, I think, 6 of these left. I can't really go any higher because I'm completely out of filler brick as well. So I am also going to be doing a little bit more on the trench. So another parcel came in, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and open up that. So as you can see, having opened that up, I'm not too sure if this is just the packing or they've sent me the wrong thing. But I'm going to open up this part here. I'm going to try not tear the instructions, but I don't think this is my order. So it turns out it actually was my order. I just couldn't see because I forgot that I'd ordered so much black. I'd just completely forgotten about this one, really. So I picked up 22 of these 1x2x2x2x2, I think, slopes. I picked up another 4 there, so that's 26, I believe, in total. I picked up some more parts for the trench and some different parts that I am going to be using in a couple week segments. I picked up some of these 1x1x3, light bluish grey bricks. These were really cheap. I might be using these for filler or another mock if they don't fit right. The same goes for these. Probably going to be using them on a different mock, but I also might use them as filler. Then I picked up a bunch of those in black. They are kind of hard to see, but I have been needing some of these for quite a while, and I also picked up some 1x2 bricks as well. So hopefully with these pieces here, probably not those, but I did actually order one of those as well in there. But hopefully with these, I am going to make a little bit more progress on the rock wall. Now, I am still waiting on the 1x2 of those to come in. So I'm not going to get as much progress done as I would have liked. But for now, I'm just going to use these because I have loads of these in a medium nugget. These are going to be used in the terrain later on. But obviously, once they come in, I'll just replace them. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and do that. And finally, another package has arrived. So hopefully this should be a bunch more of those slopes that I just got in the order over there. I picked up 52 of these. There's just some more of these dark orange slopes. Hopefully I'll be using these in next week's segment. As I still don't have all of the 1x2 slopes that I need to continue this. Now, Geonosis is a bit of a mess. Basically getting all these bags and stuff out of here. Hopefully next week, as I said, a bunch more of those will be coming in. And then I will fill the back with filler. I might put a room in there. I'm not too sure. Because it would really help. Because obviously there's the dark grey up there. You know, and then I could tile it off, make it really nice. But anyway, that pretty much wraps it up for this week's segment. So that pretty much wraps it up for this week's segment. As you can see, we did get quite a lot of progress done. Now, I am going to do a little bit more work on the trench. As I've said before, it is getting a little bit repetitive, but I think I've got pretty much all the parts I need. I just need some of those 1x2 curved slopes to come in. But we made a lot of good progress on the mountain, and I really like how it's turning out. Hopefully, when I've got all of the right parts, I can sort of build it up a bit more and make it look a bit more finished. But for now, I'm really liking how it is turning out. There is a link to my TikTok and Instagram down in the description below, as well as the series sponsor. So make sure to please like, subscribe, so most importantly,